I'm gonna do something I have not done in a long time, and that is try to make a vlog. It has been a very long time. We're gonna try because I need something to help me stay awake, and I need something to help me pass the time. So I am currently actually working at a feria, which is basically like a farmer's market, an artisans market, that kind of thing. And I'm selling crochet, and I am selling bead art, like bracelets and some kandi, and my hair is looking crazy. It is currently 1:20 p.m. This is the second day of the market. I'm here for a week. The first day I made 13,000, which is like about 13 bucks, and it is, like I said, 1:20. I have made 12, so seems to be a bit slow right now. Lunchtime. I will show you some of the things I've made. So here are some of the bracelets I've made. I've got some pride flag bracelets. I've got an evil eye bracelet. Excuse me, Nazar, I know better. And these. And then I also have over here, I have a Rumi and a Mira bracelet. It'll focus. Yeah. The Zoe one already sold. And I had made a Rumi bracelet previously, and that also sold. And then over here we have my keychains. These are my most popular sellers because I also do crochet. So here I've got some more bracelets. I've got some Halloween bracelets, some more pride bracelets. I've got some sushi, some tuna sushi, some mushrooms, some sunflowers, and then I made some flower keychains, which I'm quite proud of actually. I think they turned out really good. And then my stars, which are pretty popular, and my bees, which are my most popular seller. This is Chile's national flower, the copiwe. And then I actually just made this last night. It's a crayon. And more sushi. I actually brought the beads right there to make another crayon, so we'll do that at some point. But these are my keychains. And then I have some crochet flowers, some tulips, and some lavender. I need to make sunflowers, but I have not done that. Ugh, I hate the way I said that. I have a bag, and then I have some octopus. I have this whale. I have this whale made out of like the really soft yarn. This double-sided flower purse. A rosario. Mushroom. Another whale. Bees, most popular seller. Bigger bee. Chicken. Little snake. And some empanadas. So this is what my stand looks like. It's very cute, very cute. And then this is the back. Oh my crap. You have to bring so much stuff when you come to a market. Like, it's insane. Mostly to keep you busy, but also for your products. I have my cute cinnamon roll notebook. This is for writing fan fiction. D&D fan fiction. Is it fan fiction if it's D&D? Because it's like your characters, your original characters. What is on my eyebrow? I don't know. I also have like actual yarn to crochet if I need to. I probably should, but I'm not. And then if times are really desperate, I have a book, The Nine Eyes Evolution, which I'm about like a third. I have been trying to finish this book for fucking ever. It's the book I brought. This is driving me insane. These little baby hairs, and they're too short. I can't put them back all the way. Ah, my cute earrings that my bestie got me. They're very cute. They match my cardigan. Look at my shirt. My shirt is great. This is Burn the Patriarchy. Am I right? Am I right? My goal for each day is to at least sell like 5,000 pesos. Granted, it's only Monday and Tuesday. The bumpin' days are Thursday through Sunday, which is, I will also be working, so greetings. It is 3 o'clock. Yes, it is 3 o'clock, and I haven't sold anything else, but I am getting sleepy, so I'm gonna eat my lunch. My husband packs me a very big lunch. I have 2 clementines, I have a muffin, I have 2 mayo, ham, and pickle sandwiches. I have some grapes, I have some blueberries, some crackers, and then he puts me some apple juice in a pickle jar. Yes, it's been washed. This is apple juice. Okay, I'm hiding behind my thing. There's like this little space. So you can hide here and eat. My friend, who also works at this feria, her name is Amor, and she made this for me. She even painted it these pastel colors. Isn't that so sweet? I love it. So it actually really helps because it elevates things and helps display them better. I already ate one orange. I've got another one. And then I have muffin. I figured I'd just show y'all my 2 sandwiches. There's 2 right there. They're so loud. Grapes and blueberries. Oh, I forgot. I also get chips. These have regular chips and ramitas, but there's sour cream and onion ramitas, which are new, and I love sour cream. And my favorite, butter cookies, although all of these are broken. Here we go. As soon as I said that I need to make more bees, somebody came over and bought the bee. So there's only one left. But I made money. Ooh. It's hot right now. It's hot as hell. But I wanted to show you the nice view that I have in my stay. Look at this. How gorgeous is this? There's the volcano. There's the lake. And I'm pretty sure if you see that little blip right there, those are 2 more volcanoes. It's so gorgeous. So pretty, so pretty. It looks like that way. There's more lake, obviously, but the trees are blocking it. This is very pretty. I feel so grateful to live somewhere so beautiful. So we just sold a pollito, which is a chicken, and that was 8,000. So our total currently is 30,000, which is awesome because with today and tomorrow, today and yesterday's combined, I can pay my husband back. I owe him like 50,000. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm kind of nervous though because I'm already out of bees and I don't have any other chickens. I don't remember the last time I made a chicken. I'm gonna make a big like fluffy bee. I have 2 like small whales left. When I was preparing, I mostly just made keychains because I was like, the last couple of weekends I'd done the market, like just 1 or 2 days, people weren't really buying things other than keychains. So I was like, oh, let me just make keychains. Well, now they are, because I'm out of bees and I've only got 1 chicken left. I've only got 2 whales left. Unfortunately, I also have no mini octos. I still haven't done it. I'm working right now. I'm working on the bee, okay? And it is currently 5:55, so got about an hour left. Honestly, I said I may stay later if people are still coming, but I don't know, I kind of just want to go home. Especially if I need to prep for like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I need to go home and crochet, and I still also have D&D planning I need to do for Thursday, so I've got stuff to do. I have about 20 minutes until I'm probably gonna leave. Gotten this far on the bee. We'll finish it tonight. And I've made currently 36. We'll see if I sell anything else in 20 minutes, but my lip gloss is coming off. Everything's coming off. It's so hot. It's so hot. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna call my bestie, and then I'm gonna Hello! So today is January 21st. I'm looking a lot better today. Put more effort in my appearance. Also, it's only in the 70s today, so I could actually like wear something more comfy. So it is 11:30. I've been here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and we have sold a bracelet to a very cute little girl. So already got our first sale of the day. Very nice. I have to crochet bees. And I said I had to wait for my husband to go get yarn. The funny thing about this was I only had like a little bit of white yarn left, so I thought I could get like 1 pair of wings out of it. Absolutely could not. I got 1.5 wing, and so my husband was gonna go today to get me some more white yarn after he helped me set up. And he found that he found this bag in the storage room that he had put in there that he forgot about. Let's have a look. A whole unused roll of white and black yarn. I could have made some bees last night, but I couldn't, so I'm gonna make them now. Hi, so I'm working on a little octopus because I sell them for $1,000 and they go really fast, and I haven't had them at all because they're gone. They've been gone. I haven't sold anything else, just the bracelet, but there's a decent amount of people here. I'm gonna make this octo, and then I'm gonna make another small one because that's the only backs I have for small eyes left with me. I'll probably make another bee, but I really need to work on YouTube videos. I have 3 that are simply just not edited, but they're recorded. And so that was one of my goals, is because I've talked about this before. In August, or before August of last year, I was pumping out like 2 videos a week. And then after I came back from the US, my posting really dwindled. But I at least want to be consistent at least once a week. So that was my goal for January, or for New Year's, was to be more consistent with my posting. But obviously couldn't post the first 2 weeks because I was with my bestie. Can't post this week because I'm always working. So after this week, really gonna work on the posting schedule because I've got 2 art journaling videos and a Pokemon Black 2 videos, so, and then this. So
¿Vas a almorzar ahí o quieres almorzar en tu silla?
It's so loud here, there's so many people. I did sell a snake, so that's good. So we sold 2 items today. It's 8 o'clock. So I'm probably going home soon because I don't see the point in staying if you're not selling. You know what I mean? There's no like definite time end here. It's really just like whenever. So I'm gonna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna write. So I'm gonna go home. It's 5 o'clock and I had to go to the bathroom. One day I want to make like a survival guide to Chile, because when you read about Chile on the internet, the things you read aren't very accurate as opposed to like when you're actually in the country. And one of the things I want to talk about is public bathrooms, because if you're coming from the US, honey, you got a big storm coming, especially if you're in Santiago. It's 5 o'clock. I sold 3 bracelets, a bee, and a whale. And I'm currently working on a whale right now, so pretty good. It picked up. It didn't, like, nobody bought anything until like 3, or no, like 2:30, so. These 2 young, like, teens came by, and they bought a lesbian bracelet and 2 trans bracelets, and they were super excited about them. And it's funny because I think those are the first people who have bought my pride flag bracelets and known what they are. My local public bathroom finally got hooks to put your purses on. 10 out of 10. We're living the big life here. My hair is looking crazy right now, but good news, we have broke 20,000 pesos. We're actually at 22,000 pesos. So that's awesome. Since the last update, I sold 2 bee keychains and a regular like bee. I am very happy that it's picked up. I officially am out of debt to my husband. Thank God. It's 7 o'clock, and I'm probably gonna stay for like till 8 or 9, which is so unfortunate because I have D&D at 10:30, but we keep it pushing. I'll probably be staying until 9. Until like the rest of this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's a hit or miss sometimes. Yeah, I was trying to crochet that whale that I told you about. I ran out of yarn. So my husband's about to come here, take a sample of yarn, to go to the yarn store and get me some more yarn so I can finish this fucking whale. Yay, we're doing good. We reached our goal. Oh, I forgot to say, even though we only sold 2 things yesterday, we reached our goal of 5,000 because I made exactly 5,000. So we're still on the up and up in terms of goals. So. Hello, I look like absolute garbage because when I got to the feria this morning, we had a meeting with all of the, like, our bosses essentially, and they said, yeah, so in the weekend, the public security is probably going to come by and you need a permit and you need this thing from the IRS, the Chilean IRS. I didn't have that, right? So they basically said we had to go to the office and get it, otherwise I wouldn't be able to work. That was at Friday at 12:45. They closed at 1:30. So Ignacio and I had to run. Booked it. Y'all, I'm not athletic. I'm not God's strongest soldier. We booked it to the thing, and it took us an hour to get that done. But we got it done. I don't understand why they couldn't have told us at the beginning of the week that we would need this on the weekend. Like, I know why, because it's Chile. And there's one thing about Chile, it's very inefficient. We walked slowly back, so I got back at 2:30. Before I left, though, I did sell a bee keychain, so we're up 3,000. But on the way back, I also got some yarn. Look how cute this is. I'm gonna make a little octopus out of it. I gotta finish this fucking whale, though. I gotta finish this whale. There's a lot of people here. Well, not a lot. There's a steady stream of people, but there'll probably be a lot at night. So I am definitely staying later today. I actually came in later because I wanted to sleep at D&D last night. Hopefully we sell lots. So I will see you when there's an update. Wish me luck. It is Saturday, and yesterday I did end up selling the whale I just made, so I gotta make another one. That's unfortunate. And I also sold a bracelet. So the total yesterday came out to 18,000, which honestly was not as much as I had hoped to make on a Friday. There were people out last night, but they really just were not buying anything, which was unfortunate. So I'm hoping today, since it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, it will be better. But we still reached our 5,000 goal, so at the end of the day, it's really all that matters. So I made another bee last night as well. I finished another bee, and now I'm going to make another whale, and then probably another star keychain. But we'll see how it goes. I hope it goes well. Hello, update time. We have sold, 2 o'clock. We've sold an empanada and a bee, which is awesome because I've had these empanadas forever, and everyone's like, oh, so cute, una empanada. They never buy them. So it's very exciting that I finally sold one. And the bee is cool, but I've only got one bee left, and I'm just like still working on this whale. So yeah, but hey, we've already made 10,000. We've already passed our goal. And it's only 2 o'clock. That is awesome. Bomb.com. So exciting news. I sold a chicken, which is 8,000. So currently we're at 18,000. And I finished a whale. And I'm working on a bee. There we go. And it is like 5 o'clock. No, 6 o'clock. So doing pretty good. Like I said, I expected to pick up tonight, but I gotta get this bee crocheted first because I've only got one left. And I'm sure that whale will go either today or tomorrow, so I can't see a damn thing. So another exciting update, not only did the chicken sell, but also the big bee sold, and the big bee was 10,000 pesos. So we have made 28,000 pesos. Now my my shelf is looking a little bland. I think it'll look better like this actually. He's looking a little bland, but I'm crocheting a bee. I'll try to make another bee. The keychains are not doing as well as they normally do, which is very interesting. Like, my keychains are normally the biggest seller. I'm usually like constantly making new ones, but they're not, which is fine. And yeah, I'm very excited about that bee because Ignacio just asked me yesterday. He was like, "Do you think you overprice your stuff?" And I was like, "No, bee's gone." We still have the big whale. He's also 10. And then this is 20 because it's made with that soft baby yarn, so it costs more. But yeah, we're still doing good though. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Oh my gosh, another Bichon. That is the 12th Bichon I've seen today. Chileans absolutely love Bichons. I don't know what it is. They absolutely love them. So every day I've been counting how many Bichons I see. Yesterday I think it was 8. So the Bichon count for right now is, what did I just say, 11 or 12? No, whatever I said. That's what it is for right now.
Y en pandilla, también tengo 3.000 copias. La primera edición, que fueron 1.000, volando. Manga bichos también son 2.000 copias y me quedan.
Hello. He's not gonna stop talking. He's so loud. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. But it is 9:30 and we have sold 2 more things. We sold a bee and a whale. The whale and the bee that I just made. And so we are at 38,000, which is really great. I'm really glad things picked up because today was not a great day. Personally, like things that were going on in my personal life, so I can wipe my tears away with the money, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, that's my update. It's probably gonna be my last update for the night, and the current Bichon count is 14. We've seen 14 Bichons. It'll probably be more than that before we leave, but we have seen 14 Bichons. Hello. So it is 2:30. We arrived here at 1 is when I was set up. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's gonna pick up at night, not so much during the day. Like right now, it's pretty dead. I mean, there are people, but it's not, you know, as much as you'd expect. So, oh, and it's Sunday. Just forgot to say that. Last day. Last night I made this whale. And then I just now finished this bee. It's the only bee and whale I have. Literally in the middle of me recording that, a little girl came by and bought an octopus, so we took that over sale. The tiny little octopus, 1,000. They're great because they're so cheap that people just want to grab them, and parents don't care because they're so cheap, right? It's 1,000 pesos. But I just feel my brain short-circuiting. I'm constantly exhausted. but I made it. I made it to Sunday, and like, thank God, you know, and thank y'all for joining this journey with me. I have not filmed a vlog in so long, and I don't know, I'm obviously not editing this yet, so I don't know how the quality will be, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Let's see how this last day takes us. And the Bichon count is at 2. Hello. So we finally reached our 5,000 goal. Sorry, 710. We sold a V keychain and then a bracelet, so that brought us up to 5,000. Yeah, but otherwise it's been pretty slow. But we reached our goal, and that's really all that matters. So, hello, it is the end of the last day. It's 10 o'clock, and this is very exciting because we did sell like a whale, like a tiny whale, but there was this guy that came yesterday, and he bought a whale, and it was super sweet, and he was with his friend, question mark, and he bought a whale, and he was really sweet about it. Anyways, and then he came back again today. He came back again today. And he really wanted the like jumbo whale, you know, the one that's made of like the baby yarn, the big baby yarn. But he was like, oh, you know, I want this one, but it's expensive because it's 20,000 pesos because it's expensive yarn. But the other whale, like the one that's still big, but wasn't the soft yarn, was 10,000, but he was like, but this one's not big enough. This one's too small. So because he bought something yesterday, and I was like, you know, he wants this. So I went over and I was like, oh, is it for you? For you, sir? You can have the big fluffy whale for 50. And he got so excited. His friend was like, oh, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And so he ended up just buying both. He bought the big fluffy whale and the like big whale, like the other big whale. Like the big soft whale and then the regular whale. Not regular, not the small one. Medium whale. So that was a sale of 25,000 pesos, like in one go. We've done pretty good. I don't know what the total is of this week. I will tell you later when I am home. It may not be tonight. I'm exhausted. Really grateful that I got to do this. Yes, it was a lot, and there's been a lot that has been very exhausting and a lot of work, but I feel good. I feel good, and hopefully get to do this again in February, so we'll see. Hi, so I'm here to end the vlog. It's about like a week later since, almost a week, since I finished the feria, and this is the little book that I keep track of all my, my earnings in. So I'm gonna read you the recap, and then we'll talk about the total at the end. So on January 19th, my total was 13,000, which is really good for a Monday. And then on Tuesday, the 20th, my total was 36,000 pesos. I have been doing this like on and off since 2022, and I've never really had Mondays and Tuesdays be that good. And then on the 21st, I only made 5,000 pesos, so that was the bad day, which I reached the goal of making 5,000 pesos, so like that's good. But yeah, Wednesdays are always hit or miss. And then Thursday, the 22nd, I made 23,000, which was cool. And then the 23rd, I made 18,000, which is still really good. And then Saturday the 24th, I made 43,000, which was absolutely bonkers. And then the final day, January 25th, on Sunday, I made 36,000. So as predicted, the weekend was really good. I was a little bit worried when Friday came around. I didn't even break 20,000, but the weekend was perfect. So to talk a little bit about what I sold on Monday, I mostly sold keychains. I did sell one whale, but those are 5,000, and then my keychains are 3,000, and then I have those tiny octos. Those are 1,000. Tuesday, I sold some bracelets, which I'm excited because I had so many bracelets, and like people were not buying them when I was only working like 2 days on the weekends, like before in the months previous. So I actually sold quite a few this week. There goes my dog. I sold some bees, which are 5,000. I sold one keychain, which is a copiwe keychain, which is crazy because the copiwe is Chile's like national flower. Nobody was ever buying those. It blew my mind. They would be like, oh, look, a copiwe, and then not buy them. I also sold one of my chickens, and they're big. So that was 8,000. Sold a whale, and then I sold one of the bigger octos, which is technically 4, but I sold it for 3. And then on the day, I only sold 2 things. I sold a bracelet, which was 1,000, and then I sold this snake that I made this snake like 3 years ago, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just put it out. Finally sold it for 4,000, so that's how I got my total of 5. And then Thursday was when I made 23. I sold mostly bracelets. I sold 3 bracelets. I sold a whale. I sold a star keychain, a bee keychain. I sold 2 bee keychains, a bee, and then one of those tiny octos. Friday, I sold a bee keychain, one of the smaller, like the bigger octopuses. That one I sold for 4. A regular bee, a whale, and then a bracelet. Saturday, I sold an empanada. I sold a bee. I sold my other last chicken, so I'm gonna have to make more chickens, which I don't love the idea of doing, but we do what we gotta do. I sold my big bee, which was 10,000. I know I talked about it actually on the day, but that right there, the chicken and the bee alone put me at 15, put me at 18,000, almost 20,000. So I had big sales that day. Then I sold a bee, a whale, and another bee. And then on the last day, Sunday, I sold a tiny octo. I sold a bee keychain, a bracelet, a whale, another tiny octo, and then I sold my big whale for 10,000. And my jumbo whale, it's normally 20, but because that guy had bought from me previously and he really wanted it, I sold it for 15, and then he ended up buying that whale and the big whale. So that was 25 in one go. Yeah, it was a very successful feria. I'm really happy. So the grand total was 174,000 pesos, which I think should translate to about $174. I'll put the actual like currency exchange on here, but I'm pretty sure it's like about 1,000 to $1. And to be honest, as someone who doesn't have a regular job and doesn't really make money, like the little money I do make goes to paying my phone bill or like actual bills, this is like amazing. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the vlog. I'm super excited. Thank y'all for following along. If you like these feria vlogs, let me know, because I will probably be working the 3rd week in February again, the whole week. So I'll probably be working the whole week again. So if you like this, let me know. In the next vlog, I can also include like clips of me preparing for the feria if y'all want, like how much stock I make. So there's a ton I gotta do. So if y'all want to also see that before the actual feria vlog, let me know. Or do you want that in 2 separate things, like preparing for the feria and then the actual feria vlog? Let me know. That's all I got for you today. I'm gonna go edit this video now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this journey, and I will see you in the next video.